What's good, peeps? Thanks as always passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Don't forget as well, please, to like and share the vids. Again, thank you so much to everyone that's continuing to do that. You can also support the channel as well. I do have a Patreon account. The link is in the description. All right, quick vid this one. This came as a bit of a surprise. I didn't know about this at all. Anthony Yarde is back, people. Right, a bit of a shocker, that one, right? Anthony Yarde is back. He's taking a low-key, very low-key fight tomorrow in Spain. Yeah, obviously we haven't seen Anthony Yarde in the ring since he fought Sergey Kovalev for the WBO world title in Russia. Obviously got stopped in, was it the 10th or the 11th? I think it was the 10th in that fight. That was in August, but he fights tomorrow. He fights a guy called Diego Ramirez, who has a record of 4-48-3. So this one isn't going to go long, right? It's not going to go long at all. Ramirez has lost his last lost his last 5 fights. The one before that was a knockout win, which is a bit surprising. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. Don't know. If the guy had a bit better of a record, I can understand the logic of it. Not a crazy record, right? A bit better, then I get it. You're having a low-key fight, bit of ring rust. It's better than a sparring match, right? People might say it isn't, but it is. You've got to do a ring walk, you've got to weigh in, all those kind of things. So it's better than sparring. But Anthony Yarde is going to knock this guy out in one. That's just how it's going to happen. Is this guy even a light heavy? Let's have a quick look and see if he has been fighting at light heavy. One sec. Sorry, people. Sorry, people. Don't know who this guy is. Is he a light heavy? No, super middle. He's been fighting at super middle. Yeah, I just don't. What's he going to get from this? I don't know. I don't know what he gets from this. Obviously, we're keen to see what Anthony Yarde does next, how he recoups from a loss. Maybe this is a case of just mentally going through the idea or the preparation for a fight, right? That can be important. I'm not a boxer. I don't know how important that thing is, but it might be important. And maybe, I don't know, maybe a space just came available and it's like, you know what? Why not? Why not? He's going to get paid for it, so why not do it? Again, the next move for Anthony Yarde's got to be a careful one. And I don't mean next move as in this guy. I mean next move when he fights someone of note, right? This is nothing. When he fights someone of note, he's got to be very careful just because he's now thought of as fringe world level, right? I think we can all agree that Anthony Yarde's probably fringe world level. If he's going to fight someone else that's fringe world level next, then, and I've said this before, there are sharks everywhere in the light heavyweight division. Literally from 1 to 30 is dangerous. No joke. It's very, very dangerous. So they've got to be careful with him. There's a star there. I do like Anthony Yarde. I like his trainer, Tunde. I know some people don't, but for me, you don't want to be I don't think you ever want to be, as a boxer or even a trainer or a media guy, whatever, you don't want to be indifferent. You don't want to be just in the middle, James DeGale-like. You want to be either loved or hated. That's how you want to be. And I think maybe Tunde is hated. Anthony Yarde kind of loved now, I think. Loved, hated, but he's not in the middle anyway. I think people either love him or hate him. I like Anthony Yarde. I think he proved me wrong in that Sergey Kovalev fight. Even with a loss, I think he proved me wrong. And I think with a bit of tinkering, he can still be a force. He can definitely still be a force. So yeah, that's it. That's the quick news. Anthony Yarde is taking on a guy called Diego Ramirez in Spain tomorrow. Record 4-48-3. What do you guys make of this? Do you see the logic to it? Is there any point in this? I think there's a bit of logic. Again, it's people might say it's a glorified sparring match. No, I actually think sparring matches will be harder than this. But what I do think it is, it's the idea of going to a changing room, getting gloved up, going through your kind of warm up, weigh-ins, all that kind of stuff, right? So the idea of actually going through a fight, if that makes any sense, as opposed to just turning up for sparring, putting your gum shield in and going. I think this is probably why they're doing it. But again, we're expecting him to blow out this guy in around a few seconds, I think, unless he holds back and maybe wants to practice a few things. If he does, he'll probably be out again. Don't know, I'm thinking February, would he go on the undercard of Dubois Joyce? It makes sense, right? Pay-per-view event. You want to chuck your best talent that you've got. He is that. So that makes sense. So we'll see. But what do you guys think? Let me know. Peace.